Well, just in behind me here is an interesting intersection. We've been traveling along Highway 138, going east up the north bank of the St. Lawrence River, and we've been following that for quite a while now. But the only problem at this point, if we go any further, it's a dead end. If we want to get to the east coast of Labrador, we're going to have to go north up Highway 389 and leave 138. So we're going to be going up into some fairly rough area. We have a hotel for tonight, but after that we're going to be camping. And the road is actually quite primitive in some places. But here you can see behind me the road as it continues on 138, and here is 389 heading north. Road lights signify impassability. What are we in for here? What obstacles will we find? Landslides? Floods? A glorified goat track? We have no idea what awaits us ahead. Some rental car agencies refuse to allow their cars on this highway. People speak of Highway 389 with loathing. At 585 kilometers, this is the longest secondary road in Quebec. There's a lot of road construction here, with turns straightened out and hills reduced. Sometimes we're driving on older road beds and sometimes on the new sections. Here there's a bit of old road visible on the right. At Manic 2, Highway 389 crosses the Manicouagan River for the first time. The river will be out of sight on our right for much of the drive after this. Highway 389 is all about supporting hydroelectric power production and transmission south to civilization. We won't see the river again until Manic 5, the crown jewel of the power stations along the river. The dreaded lumber trucks come with their reputations before them. When they're going north empty, apparently they fly. However, I have to say we had no issues with anything unprofessional.
There are no towns or villages at all along the route. The only housing we see are temporary workers' sites. The gas stations are few, and for many vehicles, you'd need to stop at each one. There are a few emergency phones along the highway. We lost cell service long ago. We stop for a moment to appreciate the scenery. We notice the trees are starting to become shorter, and we're noticing more and more black spruce with its sparse, blasted, withered look. The site of the massive Daniel Johnson Dam is staggeringly impressive. It's a multiple arch buttress dam on the Manicouagan River. The dam was constructed between 1959 and 1970 for the purpose of hydroelectric power production and supplies water to the Manic 5 power station. The dam is 214 meters tall, 1,314 meters long, and contains 2,200,000 cubic meters of concrete. It's the largest dam of its type in the world. Created under the vision of Daniel Johnson, the 20th Premier of Quebec, it was to be inaugurated by him on September 26, 1968, but that was never to be. He had died in his sleep during the previous night. Let's take a look at his dream. Bears are not uncommon here at the Belvedere. We'll be vigilant. The songwriter and musician Georges Dor wrote in 1967 the very popular song La Manic, about the yearnings of a construction worker at Manic 5 for his lover back in civilization, as expressed in a letter. If only you knew how long the time is at Manic, you'd write way more often to the Manickawagan. Sometimes I think so hard about you that I recreate your soul and your body. I look at you and I'm filled with wonder. I throw myself into you just like the river into the sea and the flower into the bee.